Hello, Steve here. Thanks for visiting the Patio Heat channel, where we provide visual concepts of infrared heating as well as tips for ideal patio comfort. Check out our patioheat.com website for sales and more information. Please tap that like button if you find this video useful, as it helps others find our channel. Now let's get heating. Alright, so here we have this residential application, and you can see we have this covered patio section here. There's a couple of fans, a few recessed lighting fixtures up here. They have a TV over here, and their main seating area is on this right hand side now. Let's go ahead and look at the overall dimensions. I have a total of 19 feet 11 inches by 14.7. And then we have a couple different heights here. I have this post here at 6.6, and then the bottom edge of this divider here at about 7.4. And we have this section here drop down at about 10.5, and then I have a total ceiling height edge up here at the very top at 11.10. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that we want to talk about here. This couch I have here is about 13 feet by 7.5 feet, 8 feet long. This is their main seating area, so again, we're just going to talk about heating up this main section over here, and let's see how we can do that. All right, I'm going to turn that off, and first of all, it's a cold area. I believe this is in Colorado, so the winter months do get pretty cold, and I would say that if you're in the 50s or above, this system will work out just fine. But if you're below 50s, then if you're acclimated to the temperatures, then it might work out a little bit longer for you. But if not, then I can't guarantee that this will be a comfortable seating position for anything above that or below that 50-degree weather. So some people do like it. I've had customers that have purchased this equipment and they're in 30-degree weather and they just love the system. So again, it's an individual acceptance of each one of these designs, and let's just leave it at that. Okay. All right, so my ideal application would be to place gas heaters here, because I like the gas heaters, the 34,000 BTU heaters a piece, and that produces a lot of heat for the seating position. Now, if you're standing underneath this heater here, obviously you might be too warm. I'm going to turn these dimensions back on here for a second. Hold on one second. Whoops. Sorry about that. So you can see the center of the heater is at 3 feet 4 3/8 of an inch off this beam here, coming to the center of the heater. And then of course I have to have a clearance above the heater at 34,000 BTUs. I need 14 inches from this edge here to the ceiling, and there's no other issues with regards to fans or anything like that right here. The lighting is at the same slope as the ceiling, it appears, and so you will get some reflection off of this. I don't know how else to maneuver that around, but I'm trying to give the best option for heating. Now, if we brought these heaters down closer to this edge and then angled the heater, then we would have to even come down further than the 14 inches. I think it's 17 inches you'd have to come down, and that would be way too low, and you would only be heating up a certain section of the space. In any case, I wouldn't recommend that. So that's why I'm putting them where I'm putting them. And also, if you thought about placing them over here and then shining it over here, so the best you're going to get is approximately 8 feet off of this wall here to a comfort area, and then anything beyond that wouldn't really be comfortable. You can see at 14.7, that's only covering just over half of this space here that's not even occupied. So that is why I chose these places. They are centered within the support beams here, and I believe that was somewhere in the nature of about 9 foot 6 inches from center to center, and I think that would be adequate. You might move them a little bit closer into the center of the area, or just move this one unit over to the right to achieve more heat in this particular area here. And the reason why behind that is because you can see the beam of heat. This is a light wave infrared light, so light travels through space. It's not obstructed by wind or anything like that, other than the fact that these are gas heaters. So if the gas is moving around a lot inside the burner section here, then your burner here, you can see roughly sorry about that, there is a burner inside here, and the gases will move around in this burner and not heat the ceramic properly. So gas heaters, if you are in a windy area, could be only a second choice based on that fact alone. So, but I like 34,000 BTUs, and again, if you moved them a little bit closer, you'd get a little bit better overlapping. So let's just move this. This is say maybe 24 inches. That might be a little bit too much, but you can see here that the coverage is much better for the seating position here. But I'm going to put them back here and just kind of go with this for right now. This is just more aesthetically pleasing, having them center to center now. Speaking of aesthetics, they're not really pleasing when they have to hang down so far. So that's why I'd probably say this would be my second choice to the aesthetic aspect of it. So these are 34,000 again BTUs, and they produce a lot of heat, and that'd be great for this application. However, aesthetically, I would say maybe not. So let's go ahead and look at what another option would be. Second option would be to place electric heaters in here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm going to place them actually in the same location. So that 3 foot 4 and 3/8 of an inch off this beam, center of the heater. And I have the heater pointed straight down. So the clearance above the heater is 6 inches. And out to the sides here, you can see that the clearances are 18 inches on all 4 sides. We still meet that clearance issue. And again, the light might be an issue. I'm not quite sure. This one here is not right in the path of the heater, but this one might be. I don't have the exact dimensions of the lighting. I just placed them there because I know they are somewhere in this vicinity. So see if there's anything else. And again, wouldn't place them on this wall. We're just not going to get the reach. These are CD 6024 6,000 watt 240 volt heaters. They put out approximately 20,500 BTUs, and I think this would be another just as well application. You can see we have a little bit more head clearance above the person standing here, and I think that would be a better option visually for this application. So let's go ahead and turn that off. I'm going to actually turn off the dimensions as well, and then we'll go ahead and hit the ray of light here. So infrared light waves coming down, and you can see with the higher application, you're getting a little bit better of a coverage. This is just a visual model here. So your footprint of heat is going to be roughly about 11 feet from here to here, and about maybe 9.5 to 10 feet this direction here to here. And again, you could move the heater a little bit further in if you wanted to, but you do need to maintain that 6 inches of clearance to this fan blade. And I think this would really heat up this section of the patio much better if you had it closer to the left side here. You can see that we're capturing the whole entire couch section there, so I like that very much. Just to compare that to the gas units again. Gas units are a little bit lower, so the light wave isn't. It's kind of tighter to the floor here because it's not up higher. The higher it goes, the wider this beam becomes, and because the gas heater is a little bit closer to the ground, you're not really capturing. You're just barely capturing the back of this chair here, and you can see the upper torso isn't captured as much as with the electric heater because it's a little bit higher. So and the intensity is a little bit more, but I'm just not sure. These are 34,000s, and I would probably recommend the TSH model, which is a 2-stage. So you have 25,000 BTUs versus 34,000 BTUs in the 2 different stages. And with the electric heaters, you can go with a duplex switch, so you can switch one element on, one element off, or both elements on, or just 3 elements on in this configuration, or maybe 2 over here, 1 over here type of thing. So just depends on what your use is, but I like to have the TSH on the gas heaters at minimum for an application like this because it's so close to the ground. All right, so let's just go ahead and turn the gas heaters off and look at this here once again. I think this is probably the best application again, just based on the 2 elements being that the clearance is above, the visual aspect, the output of the heater. Again, you might want to move this in just a little bit, couple feet would be my ideal recommendation if you want, and or you could simply move both of them, one to the left 1 foot and this one to the right 1 foot, and then you get the same coverage in the middle, and then maybe even the sofa just over 1 foot, something of that nature. All right, well, I hope this has helped. If you're looking for some assistance with your outdoor heating application, you'd like us to review your plans, please send your information to designs@patioheat.com. I'm Steve, and again, please tap that like button. We do not advertise, we're not monetized, therefore YouTube will not promote our channel unless we receive your appreciation, and your thumbs up really gives us that. Thank you very much. Have a great day.